Y'all ready? Y'all feeling all right?
What's that sound?
It's a hip-hop Cloverleaf podcast.
Hip-hop Cloverleaf.
What up? Let's go!
Cloverleaf podcast.
Thank you for tonight. Yes.
You are now listening to the Hip-hop Cloverleaf podcast.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good nights, and welcome back to the Hip Hop Cloverleaf podcast. We are your hosts. It's your boy O.
And I'm EC.
In today's episode, we have an album review for Vince Staples' FM. Keep it locked, y'all. This is Hip Hop Cloverleaf. What up, what up, what up? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Hip Hop Cloverleaf podcast. 4 leaves, 4 elements. Y'all know the drill. What's good, EC?
What's up, man? What's up? Let's get into it. Let's get right into this, man. We got an album review, man. I'm excited for this one. I like
this one. I've been wanting to talk about this album for a long time now. It is Vince Staples' FM. This dropped back in 2018, and what I love about this project is it's called FM, just like the radio FM, AM, and it really sticks to that theme. He takes over Big Boy's radio. So if you guys know Big Boy, yeah, Big Boy, he has a radio station. I don't remember what the name of it is called, but he's super known. He's been in hip hop for He's been on the airwaves for a really long time. Lots of really good artists come to his show. They do fun games and stuff. It's really cool. The very first song is called "Feels Like Summer," and it kind of fades in. It starts off from nothing. It kind of starts. It's like radio tuning, and then it gets to Big Boy, and he's like, oh, let's get into it. It feels like summer. First song, feels like summer.
Feels like summer.
Man, and this song gets me hyped, bro. I love it. Especially when the sun starts coming out. I love to throw in the song "Feels Like Summer" just because it starts. It's like the first thing. It kicks off first the project, and then to me it just kicks off the day. It's a good song, man. Ty Dolla $ign does the hook.
Yeah.
He talks about Long Beach. I just really love this whole project, and that first song really does it for me. Feels like summer.
Yeah. What I want to say about this project itself, it's hard the way. Okay, I'm thinking a little deep into it, but it's hard the way he played this out because, of course, he has that whole radio theme, but the shit he's talking on here, the production itself is banger, dude. Every song here is a banger. Every song is a banger. So it's like really like the new West Coast. That's kind of how I look at it.
And it's only 11 songs. The project's only 11 songs, and it's 22 minutes, and 3 of these songs are skits.
Yeah.
So it's really a small, compacted, really quick. That's what I love about it.
And it has that West Coast feel. And like when I think about West Coast, I think, like Snoop, that Dre, that old West Coast sound. But like this is like the updated sound. Like it has those elements, but it's like, I don't know, I can't explain it, but it sounds really West Coast. And what I want to say, what's it called? The way he played this out is dope because it has that banger sound, like really up-tempo tracks. But what he's talking about is like, it's crazy. It's like, it's kind of some sad shit sometimes, man. Like it's crazy. Like that first feels like summer. He has a line, "Try finessing my way into heaven," like, and then the shit he's saying on that song is either I'm gonna make news or make a play, like shit like that. It's crazy. It reminds me of like a hood movie. Like it's a perfect intro because he's talking about, he's letting you into his world, into his hood, right? And he's talking about. Yeah, that's what I kind of get from that first song. Like, welcome to my hood. And it sounds pretty with that production, but the lyrics portray like the opposite. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I love that shit.
And when he says feels like summer, most of the times, or I think it's been proven that during the summer is when the crime rate increases. So that's another thing. Like, hey, it's all right, getting ready for this time of the season. Because
and then he says,
about to pop off.
Cold weather won't stop no gunner or stop no killer or something like that. Like, damn, that's just, man.
Also, I did want to talk about how every song it transitions into the next song, which I know a lot of albums do that. not a lot, but I feel like a lot of good ones really do that. I like the transition. So to end feels like summer. Big Boy says, let's go outside, and then the next song is called Outside, and then the beat kind of just transitions. Oh, it's just like, bro, it's so cool. I love this project, man.
That talking about that song Outside, I feel like that's definitely a dope ass concert song because he says left side, let's go, right side. Yeah. And to mention, I did go to this tour. I went to the FM tour. Yeah. I went to the FM tour. Man.
I missed out. I remember
that shit was hard, bro. It was super, super hard. Yeah, man. I didn't
even get to touch on the. Okay, so I remember like a lot. You went to the FM tour, and some of my other friends went, and one of my friends, she bought a FM shirt, and I was so mad, dude. I
wish I would have got it.
I wanted an FM shirt because if you guys look at the album art, it says FM in like a fuchsia kind of color. But the album, like it's a bunch of like animated people on a beach, right? So it takes place in Long Beach, where Vince Staples, that's where he's from. Yeah. And then he's got like the clouds, the waves, like everything, the LAPD helicopter. It's just people just vibing out there. And then he's got the cool God up at the top, with the glasses on. It's really cool. And that pays homage to Green Day's album. I think it's called Dookie. I think is what it's called.
Take a dookie.
No, that's really what it is. Yeah, like okay. On Dookie, they even have like a monkey. And he has poop in his right hand, and he's thinking like, "Should I throw it?" Shit. It's pretty funny. And then I think there was even an interview for the artist who drew Dookie, and they asked him about what do you think about Vince Staples' FM album art, and he was talking about I love it. He's like, you don't think that they're like copying you or plagiarizing? No, he's like I think it's more a tribute and homage because they're not making fun of anything. They're just kind of changing it and making it Vince Staples style. And they asked him about it, and he had nothing bad to say, and he loved it. They asked him about the sound, and they said, "Yeah, it's new, it's fresh, it's something that keeps me entertained." And then I think the skits even help out with that too.
I didn't know that about the cover, and it makes me think on the Summertime '06 cover, that one it was also a homage to an old I think it's a rock band or something. I can't remember, but. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Vince Staples is pretty in tune to not only hip hop, but he knows different genres such as rock and like rock.
Yeah, he's in tune for sure.
That's cool.
He's in tune. One of the highlights on this was the J-Rock feature. That shit was hard. Don't get chipped. Yeah, I wish J-Rock had a verse on that. Honestly,
he just had the
he just had the hook, but it's a good.
It's
hook,
a sick man. It gets me hyped for sure.
Medication. Hey, it's only money that I make.
Sent on the ball in a different location. Don't get chipped. Don't get chipped. Don't get chipped.
That's just a slapper, bro. Y'all need to listen to that shit.
I try to, like, really, anybody who I get, when people say, hey, play something, I love to play this one. It's a go-to because it's got bangers. It's got even, like, songs that aren't necessarily bangers, but they're still good. And I know not a lot of people listen to Vince Staples too much, so I like to be able to put them on. So if I could put you guys on anything, FM would be it because it's quick. It's got good ass songs, good storyline, good bars. It's got everything.
Yeah, it's only 22 minutes long, something like that.
Yeah. Vince Staples, and I think we posted it a while ago, but he came up with an odd feature. So he has Earl Sweatshirt on here, and I think Big Boy kind of gives
one of the skits.
Yeah, it's one of the skits, and it says like new Earl Sweatshirt, and they play like a little 10, 20 second like little kind of like a sound bite, and it's cool because I really want to hear the rest of that song, but they only give you a little bit of a teaser.
And what's crazy, I'm not an Earl fan at all.
I'm not either. But I want to hear this.
I want to hear that song. Like that's a dope ass song, man.
Run the Bands. That's one of my favorites.
You got Juicy J on this, bro.
Dude, Juicy J is legend, part of 3-6 Mafia. Do you like Juicy J after 3-6 Mafia?
Hell yeah.
Or before, or when he was there.
All right. Honestly, I like him by himself. I like Juicy by himself, bro. He's fucking dope. He has some dope ass mixtapes, classics to me, and yeah, man. It's just when I think of Juicy, he has those ratchet ass songs.
Oh yeah. He's always
yeah.
I remember when he came to Portland a while ago. He tweeted out, "Yo, Portland, where the weed at?" And he posted that when we just became legal in Oregon, so that was crazy.
And that Run the Bands song, There's a line on there. It says, I went to his IG. He said he has that 40. That's dope because he's kind of highlighting like people ain't about it. That's basically what he's saying. Like,
Yeah.
like I'm gonna run the bands. Like, yeah, I'm gonna rob you for real.
Yeah.
Real. That's hard. That's hard. But bro, one of the best songs to me on this, I think it was like the single. I think it's a single. Fun.
Oh yeah.
That's a slapper, bro.
It's got E40 on there.
Slappers on slappers.
And I like it because the same thing, he transitions Run the Bands into Big Boy says, he says, hey, what's fun to you? And don't say drugs. And then the next song is Fun. Yeah, dude. It's such a fun
beat
sound.
is fucking,
Yes,
I don't know
yes.
who produced that, but that's hard, bro. That's hard.
I don't know who produced it either, but
and then 40 on it, I think E40's on this, but he's only at the end.
yeah.
And I think that's perfect. The way he used
he
it,
doesn't
like
need
I
to
didn't
be-
need a E40 verse on this.
No,
like,
exactly.
yeah.
It was perfect.
It was
And
a slapper,
Fun
bro.
stands for fuck up none.
Yeah.
We don't want to fuck up none. Fun. We don't want to fuck up none. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just.
It's like
it's
one of those
perfect.
songs that it just makes you want to fucking go out. I don't know.
Go have
out
fun,
and fucking.
No bleeding. That was a good one. I think that one's a little less popular, but I think if you just like dive into this whole thing and listen to it from track number 1 all the way to track number 11,
Yeah.
I think it all makes sense and you can get it in one sitting and it's all. I think every song complements.
So
each
on,
other.
on this, he didn't list the features on this, but there's a feature on No Bleeding Me. I don't know who it is, but that dude, just hearing him, he sounds so gangster.
He sounds super familiar.
So, like, I wouldn't mess with this guy.
Yeah,
he's
I can't
just
think
so
of who he
hood.
sounds like, but yeah,
Yeah, to me, he kind of sounds like a Easy E kind of. He has
Kinda,
like
yeah.
that nasally.
I could hear that. Yeah.
yeah, for sure. And then that brand new Tyga.
Oh, he's got
Brand New
yeah.
Tiger.
That's another. It's
Another
another
skit.
Yeah, interlude, and then he has one like a brand. This is brand new Kaylani. So he says.
Oh yeah.
He shouts out Kaylani. Shouts out Earl Sweatshirt. Tyga. And I think that's it.
Not gonna lie, that Tyga, it kind of seemed like random to me that you just put that.
Yeah.
on there, but-
Well, I think if you were a radio show, you're gonna have to play those radio hits.
Yeah.
So I think that was
Yeah,
like,
it
kinda
sounded like
it made sense for it to be part of the radio.
it sounded like a typical Tyga song, like
Yeah.
like typical hard.
Yeah.
He always has those slappers for sure. And then the phone number song.
562
Yeah.
four
Well, it's not
five
really song,
three
it's a
nine
skit.
9382. Yes, I like
I love that one. Man. I love that.
It's so
skit.
cool because it's really just like Big Boy in his element, in his radio talk show element. Like you hear that it's just like if you're listening to the radio, you know how they have callers come in, and they they participate in something. So
Where
I
you
think
from?
it's like-
Whittier.
Yeah, so where you from, Chris? He's like Whittier, where the girls are prettier. Like it's like that's the MC side of what's it called?
Fucking Big
Talk show,
Boy, man.
not talk show radio, but that's the MC side of radio hosting. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes you want to listen to the radio. I know it's a lot easier to not listen to the radio now because of streaming services. Yes, it's cool and all that, but still, like radio still.
And I talking about transitions. I love that transition into the next song. But I want to ask you, can you do that challenge that he says? at the end of it?
He says the challenge on that particular skit is it's a 7 and 7, so you have to name 7 things in 7 seconds. So
No, 7 people that start with the letter V.
that was that specific one. Yes,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yes.
So-
I think we tried it. And I think I got it, but it was after like the 3rd try. Let's do it with you. Let's do the 7 on 7 with you.
shit.
Let's see if you can name 7 people in
Okay.
7 seconds. Let's do it for the letter P.
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 Oh, shit.
And your time begins
Damn.
now. 7 seconds. P.
Master P.
Okay, 1. That's Master M, bro.
Pandemic P. I don't know.
All right, that was 9 seconds. So we
Hard,
got
though.
0.
Put me on the spot.
Man,
You put me on the
that
spot.
was that's the point. That was cool, but and then that transition. What does he say? He says like after that, he's you can't even get one. Oh man,
He's
this guy
tweaking,
must be tweaking.
Oh man, and I want to say that song "Tweaking," it's one of my favorites on here. It's a good outro, but it's some real ass shit, man. He ends it with a downer to me, like
Yeah.
he has all these fun ass songs, and then
Yeah.
he ends it with like some real ass shit, like He's just talking about his
don't
dead
bring
homies
knives to
and
the
everything
gunfight.
and
Yeah, I think he says that. He says that both in Tweaking and in Fun, I think.
Yeah, but songs like that I love from Vince because I don't know, he just puts you in that perspective. That Summertime '06 is one of my favorite projects for him because have you seen Snowfall?
Yeah, I'm on season 2, episode 3, I think.
Okay,
So I haven't finished it, but
that Summertime '06, I feel like that's a perfect soundtrack for that show.
Yeah.
Because it puts you all into his hood and puts you into that summertime.
Vince Staples is about it, man. Like,
man.
don't get it twisted. He'll run up on you.
Yeah, man. But dang, this whole album was fucking banger, man. It's one of my favorites that came out. It came out when 2018. 2018. Yeah, it was one of my favorites that came out that year for sure.
2018 was a good year for music.
It was a really good year, man. Really, really good year.
Well, Vince Staples
slappers, man.
All right, so what about? Go ahead.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I was gonna wrap it up.
Oh yeah, wrap it up.
Right here.
I hope you wrap it up.
All right. So what's your final thoughts on FM? Final thoughts.
I think it's a really slapper. I think if I had to describe it into one word, just slapper. That's it. Slaps.
Okay.
It's a slapper. I think I've said this before. Vince is one of my favorite rappers that's out right now, and I just love his music, man. Mm-hmm. He brings it. He does it different, man. He has those West Coast elements, but he updates it, and it's not your typical West Coast artist. He's
got that unorthodox style, but I feel like he comes in so hard that you have to respect the realness that he brings. Mm-hmm. But you know what I think helped shape that when he came up with Odd Future. I think coming up with Odd Future, now looking at that and thinking,
he fits in so well with those
thinking of his sounds, like because the instruments and the beats that he picks, they complement his style so well. And it's so different from anybody else. And he's not your typical average West Coast artist, but he still brings the elements of the West Coast artist, which is like the realness and like coming up in the hood and stuff, but also not necessarily talking about it in a traditional way. He brings in a new flavor to that, and I like Vince.
Yeah, I'm glad we met that guy. He's a cool guy.
Shout out Vince Staples.
Shout out Vince. Man. Go listen to this.
So that was our show where we did an album review on Vince Staples' FM. Make sure you subscribe to our pod if you like what you hear. Recommend it to your friends or family or anybody who might be interested. Shout out to Hip Hop Head. Shout out to listeners. Shout out Vince Staples. Shout out to the summer because it's coming. Shout out to the summer because it feels like summer. So you could be anywhere in the world right now, but you're here with us, so we appreciate that. This is Hip Hop Cloverleaf.